The face-off over Hanuman Chalisa does not seem to be ending anytime soon. The couple is going to visit Delhi to brief Home Ministry about the situation and Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla. Meanwhile, the state government is likely to challenge Rana's bail for flouting the terms of the bail. The releasing from hospital, Rana's alleged that action was taken against them for chanting Hanuman Chalisa, launching a fight over Hindutva. BJP has supported independent lawmaker couple. Amravati MP and her MLA husband Ravi were arrested by Mumbai police on 24th April following public declaration of reciting Hanuman Chalisa outside Maharashtra Chief Minister Uddhav Thakere's private residence, Matoshri in Bandra. The showdown over Bagga's arrest continues. The Delhi court is likely to hear the abduction case today. The Delhi court registered a case of kidnapping based on the complaint filed by Tajinder Bagga's father, Pritpal Singh. On Saturday, Punjab and Haryana High Court, Tajinder granted some relief for Tajinder, I beg your pardon, in midnight. There was a midnight hearing by Punjab and Haryana High Court. The court ordered stay on any coercive action against Bagga till the next hearing on 10th of May. This comes in after a fresh arrest warrant was issued against Bagga. Is coming in as far as Tajinder Bagga is concerned. The AAP justifies Bagga's arrest. We are getting you the latest details as far as Tajinder Bagga is concerned. It's a big face-off at the moment on the back of this entire controversy that is going on against Tajinder Bagga. We're getting you details as far as Tajinder Bagga is concerned. In fact, the showdown of the arrest continues. Delhi court is likely to hear a case of abduction today. The Delhi court registered a case of kidnapping based on a complaint filed by Tajinder Bagga's father, Pritpal Singh. On Saturday, Punjab and Haryana High Court also. All right, we're getting you those details in just about a bit. The Gyanvapi Mosque issue has gotten bigger. The team carrying out court-ordered survey was stopped for the second time in a row. Now, the team will submit the incomplete report to the court, which had set the deadline of 10th of May. The court will also hear the petition for the removal of Commissioner tomorrow, who has been accused of bias by the Muslim community. Meanwhile, one of the petitioners have withdrawn from the case. A war of words has also erupted over the issue. Asaduddin Owaisi condemned Varanasi court's order on surveying the Gyanvapi Shringar Gauri complex and alleged that the court was opening way for anti-Muslim violence. BJP has now hit out at Owaisi over his comments. The ongoing tussle in Kashi over the Gyanvapi Mosque is not just the only controversy. A new demand for similar survey at Taj Mahal has emerged. Here's the report coming in.
Amid the ongoing tussle in Kashi over the Gyanvapi Mosque, a new demand for a similar survey at the Taj Mahal has entered the showdown. A BJP leader from Ayodhya has now filed a petition demanding videography of the 22 rooms closed to the public in the historic monument.
ताज महल के उन्हीं 22 कमरों के पीछे हिंदू धर्मगुरु कहते हैं वो शिव मंदिर है, मुस्लिम कहते हैं कि इबादत गाह है। और अब देश में तमाम इससे पीछे भी आपने देखा होगा हिंदू मुस्लिम बहुत हुआ। मैंने आरटीआई लगाई, आरटीआई से भी मुझको संतोषजनक जवाब नहीं मिला। बताया गया कि 22 कमरे सुरक्षा कारणों से बंद हैं। तब मैंने माननीय न्यायालय का सहारा लिया और माननीय न्यायालय से यही मांग की कि इन 22 कमरों को खोल दीजिए, कमेटी गठित कर दीजिए, इसकी वीडियोग्राफी करा दीजिए, जो भी फाइंडिंग आए उसको जो है पब्लिक डोमेन में कर दीजिए, ताकि ये विवाद सदा के लिए खत्म हो जाए।
The applicant has sought a committee by the state government to look for Hindu idols or scriptures in the premises of the Taj Mahal. The Congress and the Bharatiya Janata Party had a massive showdown over this issue.
भारतीय जनता पार्टी को चाहिए कि मुख्य मुद्दों पर बात करें, महंगाई कैसे कम हो इस पर याचिका दायर करें, बेरोजगारी कैसे खत्म हो इस पर याचिका दायर करें। इसकी जगह ये लोग सिर्फ हिंदू मुसलमान की बात करते नजर आते हैं जो संविधान के विरुद्ध है।
कोर्ट को यह अधिकार है कि उसकी याचिका को स्वीकार करे या उसको खारिज करे। कोर्ट अगर किसी की याचिका को स्वीकार करके उसको अनुत्तरित देने की बात कर रहा है तो इस बात को लेकर के कांग्रेस पार्टी को समस्या क्यों हो रही है? क्या कांग्रेस पार्टी इस देश में एक स्वतंत्र न्यायपालिका नहीं होने देना चाहती? न्यायपालिका के पास अपना विवेक है, वो कानून की परिधि के दायरे में ही कोई निर्णय कर रही है और किसी भी व्यक्ति को आजादी है कि वो कोर्ट का दरवाजा खटखटा सकता है।
Back in Kashi, the court-appointed survey team for the Gyanvapi Mosque is facing resistance from the Muslim community, forcing it to stop the survey.
कमिश्नर महोदय को और अधिवक्ता वादी को काफी रिसीव कराना। हम कार्रवाई में पार्टिसिपेट करना नहीं आए।
क्यों आपने कार्रवाई का बहिष्कार कर दिया है?
क्योंकि हमें कमिश्नर साहब की निष्पक्षता पर हमें संदेह था।
तो ये संदेह आपने अदालत में नहीं कही?
नहीं, अदालत तो आज कही है, आज भी कही। इसी हमारे एप्लीकेशन पर ऑर्डर हुआ।
कमिश्नर को कार्रवाई करने के तो निर्देश है, उसमें कोई मनाही तो है?
तो निर्देश है तो मनमाना करेंगे निर्देश।
सेंटर से हम लोग को सहयोग नहीं मिला। पुलिस ने तो पूरी सहायता किया है, लेकिन आगे हम
अंदर हुआ क्या? जब आप लोग गई तो अंदर क्या हुआ?
बहुत ज्यादा की संख्या में उधर से जो है कि लोग आ गए थे और हम लोग को अंदर जाने नहीं दिया गया।
The incomplete report will be in the court for a review. A political war, meanwhile, has erupted over this controversy.
अगर ये मसले को तूल कोई दे रहा है तो वो बीजेपी दे रही है और संघ परिवार दे रही। वो ये चाहते हैं कि वो जो नफरत का दौर था हमारे मुल्क में 1990 का, दोबारा इस मुल्क में दोहराने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं।
क्यों कोर्ट के आदेश का अनुपालन नहीं किया जा रहा और सर्वे करने के लिए जो टीम गठित की गई है वो सरकारी है। वो टीम वहाँ जाकर के सर्वे करेगी, जो सच होगी वो रिपोर्ट देगी। आखिर सर्वे करने से रोका क्यों जा रहा है? इसका मतलब कुछ ना कुछ ऐसी चीज़ है वहाँ पर जो वो सर्वे करने पे आएगी और आएगी तो सच्चाई खुल करके सामने आएगी। उस सच्चाई को छुपाने के लिए लोग विरोध करने का काम कर रहे हैं, इसलिए सर्वे नहीं करने देना चाहते।
After Ayodhya, the call for a temple in Kashi has become the next big flashpoint, with the only hope that this sensitive issue does not cause any communal flare-up. Bureau Report, India Today.
Political war over Khalistani flags at the gates of Himachal Assembly has escalated. An SIT has been formed to probe the case. The special investigative team will coordinate with the state and central agencies. Meanwhile, political slugfest has begun between AAP and BJP over the controversy. AAP has slammed the BJP, saying BJP is busy saving goons, cannot provide security to even Assembly House. AAP has also demanded the resignation of Himachal Chief Minister. Meanwhile, Jairam Thakur hinted at handing over the case to the central agencies. The Chief Minister also assured that people involved with the incident will not be spared.
दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण है और इस घटना के खिलाफ हमने जांच के आदेश दे दिए है। एफआईआर दर्ज कर ली गई है और जो भी दोषी होंगे उनको पकड़ने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं। जितने भी सीसीटीवी वहां पर हैं उसमें हम कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि उसमें कहीं ना कहीं उनकी मूवमेंट हमको मिल पाए। लेकिन जो घटना घटित हुई है इसकी मैं निंदा करता हूं और हिमाचल प्रदेश में सभी लोगों से मैं इस बात के लिए निवेदन करना चाहूंगा कि हम शांति बनाए रखें और दोषियों के खिलाफ कार्रवाई करेंगे, निश्चित रूप से करेंगे।
Fresh arrests and IED recovered from Punjab's Taran have revealed a bigger conspiracy hatched to Pakistan in the terror plot busted in Haryana's Karnal, where links to ISI stooge Harvinder Singh Rinda have been also revealed. Meanwhile, an SIT has been formed to probe the case of Khalistan flags hung at the entrance of Himachal Legislative Assembly gate. Himachal DGP has ordered strict surveillance and barricading of the borders. Here's a report.
A plot to cause serial blasts. Crowded trains on target. Mumbai's locals on terror radar. Lead India conspiracy by Pakistan. Aided by Khalistani radicals in India. Sensational revelations in the Khalistani terror plot busted in Haryana. Arrest of Khalistani terrorists from Haryana's Karnal and Punjab's Taran have revealed a sinister plot hatched in Pakistan. with aid of radicalized young men to target Indian cities, including Mumbai. After grilling of the suspect, Punjab cops recovered 2.5 kilogram RDX explosive and several mobile phones hidden in a gunny bag from Nowshera, and have made fresh arrests of Khalistani terrorists.
The police and other agencies are trying to find out and trying to join all the dots on the basis of the pieces of information being provided by the arrested Khalistani operatives during their interrogation.
The first arrests had taken place last week at the Communal toll plaza in Haryana, when the 4 terrorists were on their way to Telangana to drop an arms consignment using a Delhi-registered Toyota Innova car. The ammunition, including RDX-laced IEDs, had come from Pakistan-backed Babbar Khalsa International terror mastermind Harvinder Singh Rinda.
हमारी विभिन्न टीमें इनसे पूछताछ कर रही है और साथ ही अलग-अलग राज्यों की पुलिस की टीमें भी यहाँ पर आई हुई हैं। साथ ही सेंट्रल एजेंसीज और बीएसएफ की टीम भी कल एक यहाँ टीम आई थी। वो भी अपने लेवल पे जो भी उनको इनपुट चाहिए या जो भी इंफॉर्मेशन चाहिए वो भी कलेक्ट कर रहे हैं।
Grilling reveals that Rinda also sent a consignment of RDX to Maharashtra's Nanded in March.
टीम जाने के बाद डिटेल्स पता चलेंगे और वो कंसाइनमेंट कहाँ से निकला था, कहाँ पहुंचा था, किसके पास डिलीवरी हुई थी, इस बारे में हम तहकीकात करेंगे.
According to sources, the plan was to cause serial blasts in passenger trains and Mumbai locals at the behest of Pakistan's ISI stooge Rinda, currently believed to be hiding in Islamabad. And amid this terror alert, there was a fresh scare in Himachal Pradesh's Dharamshala. Khalistani flags were found tied at the main gate and the boundary wall of the Legislative Assembly. Himachal Pradesh Chief Minister Jairam Thakur has now promised strict action.
उस घटना के खिलाफ हमने जांच के आदेश दे दिए हैं, एफआईआर दर्ज कर ली गई है और जो भी दोषी होंगे उनको पकड़ने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं.
Suffering maximum reverses in Jammu and Kashmir, is Pakistan planning to foment trouble using its Khalistani terror proxies? With Manjeet Sehgal in Chandigarh and Arvind Ojha in Karnal, Bureau Report, India Today.
The Enforcement Directorate found additional rupees 1.43 crore rupees in cash in the Jharkhand IAS case. The cash was deposited in account of Jharkhand Mining and Geology Secretary Pooja Singhal's account. ED suspects that this amount proceeds of crime while she was holding charge of DC in several districts of Jharkhand. IAS officer's husband was also questioned by the Enforcement Directorate. Earlier, the central agency seized over 19 crore rupees in cash from 2 close aides of Jharkhand IAS officer Pooja Singhal. ED took Pooja Singhal's CA Suman Kumar on remand for 5 days. Pooja Singhal is presently the Mining and Geology Secretary in the Jharkhand government. With the ED action against IAS officer who is in charge of mining these licenses in Jharkhand, the officials may go through documents pertaining to the recent allotments. Russia is celebrating its 77th Victory Day even as Ukraine war enters the 3rd month. Speculation is rife about what President Putin would say in his address. Putin's address to the nation on Victory Day is expected to be the most watched event in the country. The Victory Day parade is one of the most significant events in Russia. Held on 9th of May, it marks the end of World War II in Europe with the defeat and surrender of Nazi Germany on 8th May 1945. Moscow and many other parts of Russia and Russian captured territories, including Mariupol, are going to witness the celebrations of Victory Day, or what is locally called the Patriotic War. President Vladimir Putin is expected to use this occasion as a means to promote patriotic unity and showcase the country's military might. Amidst the pro-war additions this year, a group of fighter jets is expected to fly over central Moscow in the shape of a Z, a popular symbol of support for Russian troops in Ukraine. According to Russian Defense Ministry, there will be 129 military vehicles, 10,000 personnel this year. In total, 11,000 people, 131 units of industrial and special equipment, and 77 aircraft and helicopters will take part in this parade.
Every year on May 8th, together with the entire civilized world, we honor everyone who defended the planet from Nazism during World War II. Millions of lost lives, crippled destinies, tortured souls, and millions of reasons to say to evil, never again. We knew the price our ancestors paid for this wisdom. We knew how important it is to preserve it and pass it on to posterity. But we had no idea that our generation would witness the desecration of the words, which, as it turned out, are not the truth for everyone. This year we say, never again differently. We hear, never again differently. It sounds painful, cruel, without an exclamation, but with a question mark. You say, never again. Tell Ukraine about it. On Feb 24th, the world never was erased. Shot and bombed by hundreds of missiles at 4 a.m., which woke up the entire Ukraine.
May 9th, one of the most significant holidays here in Russia, and you see throngs of people from across Russia who've come down to Moscow. It's holiday season, but for more important for them is to witness the Victory Day parade, or what they call the Patriotic War, when Soviet Union won and defeated Nazi Germany. If you see the streets, all the streets over here are now lined up with not just the Russian flags, but the Soviet victory flag. This is the Tretskaya street, which is going to witness the parade. This is where the parade will begin from. It'll move. The movement of the columns will take place from here up to the Red Square, where the parade officially is going to take place in front of the huge delegation leadership, including President Putin. On the streets here, in the streets of Moscow, you can see people with newspapers of the time when Soviet Union declared victory over Germany and the victory of World War II in Europe. That happened on the 9th of May, after Germany surrendered on the 8th of May. St. George's ribbon, as also newspaper that is now being distributed. People over here collecting, reading the material, and President Putin is going to emphasize and reassert the idea of Soviet Union, the idea of being together. This comes at a time when war with Ukraine has gone on to its third month with no successful or major victory in sight. We do know that Mariupol certainly has been taken, but what will President Putin be saying is certainly something that not only Russia but the world will be watching. With journalist Satya Rautre in Moscow, Geeta Mohan for India Today.